2026 is just getting started, and there's a lot to look forward to here at South Colony. So before we talk about what's to come this year, let's take a look back at some of our biggest moments of 2025. In the fall, our senior football players recognized and appreciated their teachers for all they do for them in and out of the classroom. Last year, 26 teams had 75% of their roster earning 90 or above GPAs. That qualified them to be recognized by the New York State Public High School Athletic Association Teams of Excellence. In late November, 8 talented Colony Central High School musicians were invited to perform in the area All-State Music Festival at Proctor's Theater. Throughout the wintertime, we held our 19th annual Toys for Tots campaign. We're proud to report that our students collected an astounding 3,000 toys to give to children in need. Wow, what a great 2025 as we look forward to 2026. We're here in this wonderful space, the Lisha Kill auditorium. Just look around, the outstanding acoustics, the lighting, the revamped stage. What do you think of this new facility?
It's amazing. The whole system that we have here, between the booth here, the lighting, the rigging, the beautiful LED lights, it's amazing.
I can't get over how spacious it is. It's completely a remade over space that's really going to accommodate student needs.
It doesn't feel like a middle school auditorium at all. It feels like you could have a Broadway show here. It's beautiful.
As in all years, our emphasis on student academic success. So why don't we kick it off, Tom, with a little bit about what our expectations and emphasis is on at the elementary level.
Absolutely. We're really excited about early intervention and our literacy approach. We're making some good headway with changes in curriculum and adopting some new programs. Teachers are getting onboarded with that. And then from there, we're looking at some SEL and some really creative solutions to try and help students learn a little bit more about self-management and help them with their own growth mindset. And those are the things that our student population is really starting to grab onto. We've seen some really good results from our eye care programming. That's trickled on down into our student performances into the middle school, and we're trying to replicate that as much as possible. So some exciting things that we're on the precipice of, and we're looking forward to trying to provide our student population with even more opportunity as we lay out the portrait of a graduate, and that's going to start obviously in 12th grade and move its way on down. And we're looking at some of those things to come into play when we get into middle school and move on up to meet at that 8th and 9th transition year. Things like financial literacy and things like culturally sustainable education, as well as our climate education that we've been rolling out.
From a safety perspective, what do we do at each level to ensure consistency of practices and approaches?
Yeah, I think consistency is the most important word there. It starts with our facilities and making sure that they're sound and consistent across the district. Having less keyed entries and more key fob entries is significant for our staff, getting kids in and out of the building, recess, beginning of the school day, end of the school day, those types of things. Vestibules, how people enter our buildings is significant. We're working on our final vestibule right now at Shaker Road. How visitors get into a building provides a sense of, I think, comfort to our families when they see that they are vetted in a level that is appropriate for a parent to visit a building. And then if someone is not supposed to be there, that there's a process behind how they do not get into the building. I think that's part of safety.
Yeah, and I think that our training for staff has evolved. Our training for students have evolved from mandated fire drills to mandated fire drills and emergency evacuation type drills. It certainly has come a long way for safety and security of our students. So
yeah, and I think in addition to the preparation and the response and the training that goes into those drills, there's also a much more focused concern on education in those opportunities from kindergarten all the way up to our seniors. When we do drills, it comes with a level of education of why we're doing it, what may be different in a real situation versus this drill situation, and how you should respond, and who are the people that you may see if this were a real situation. So that muscle memory and expectations in those crises, those high tense moments, we're prepared for those.
With that, we've had a real emphasis on the rebranding efforts on our next generation projects. And can you give us a little bit of an overview of what we've accomplished, Ms. McAllister, and where are we going in the next couple of years?
We have a long list, Dr. Perry. Currently, we're in our Lisha Kill auditorium, which just finished this fall, and it is a beautiful upgrade to this building. Additionally, in this building, Lisha Kill, we have replaced the entire facade. So that means all the windows, the wall structure of the exterior has been taken down and replaced for safety and security reasons, and for weatherization and better energy management. Each of those classrooms that had that wall done also got new air conditioning and heating systems in it, which are more energy efficient as well as more comfortable for our students. We're upgrading 2 nurses suites currently at Lisha Kill and Shaker Road. They just opened for our students and staff, and those are exciting when we talk about the health and wellness of our students. Shaker Road, as I mentioned, 6 new classrooms there, all with gut jobs, full renovation there. It's a beautiful new elementary classrooms that have become the model, that will be the model of our new classrooms elsewhere. Our students and staff at Leader are experiencing some upgrades right now, which are classroom renovations, a brand new library media center there. We also have the tremendous upgrades that we've had at the high school. A lot of our focus has been at the high school, where we redid all of the locker room, team rooms. The Mug Gym got a facelift. We upgraded and built a new fitness center there, which you have windows that oversee into the Mug Gym. The new floor paint is the best around, I hear. So we also have our stadium outside, which the Ambrosio Field got a new artificial turf field, very safe and efficient for our students and for our staff. But inside the building has also gotten some facade upgrades, window replacements, classroom renovations. 30 classrooms were renovated at the high school over the last 2 years. So we're making really great progress. But as we go through each building, the upgrades that we're doing is just tremendous. And the community support that we had for this project was overwhelming.
The investment we've put out there, and I thank our community for trusting us and investing in us. It goes a long way. We've been able to retain our programming. We've been able to retain our staff. I'm in my 30th year in South Colony, so although I didn't graduate from here, I feel as much as part of the community. I know you spent 13 years as a student. You've been back here now for several years as an administrator. Mr. Ketchadurian graduated as well, over 25 years. I don't want to date anyone. Chris graduated as well, so probably, spent time in these buildings close to 40 years at this point in time between your student era and your teaching and administrative career. So just a great example of what South County brings and why it's fun to work here, first and foremost, and fun to be part of this community. We're awful proud of that. So thank you.
Sorry, you can't have that in here. No food or drinks in the auditorium.